Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? I'm sitting here waiting on my sister to meet with me. We're gonna get a little bite to eat, then we're gonna go do some stuff for the church for a Father's Day program that we're putting on Sunday. But as I sit and wait on her, I just want to talk to you guys about the Charleston, South Carolina shooting at the Emanuel AME church. You guys, I woke up this morning to this news, this travesty, and y'all just shed tears. I just shed tears for the victims, for the survivors, for the bereaved family, for America, for the Christian faith, because it's beyond baffling, the evil that's in this world. It's mind-boggling, the evil that's in this world. But the reason I wanted to do this video was just to encourage everybody to not let fear and anxiety discourage you about going about your life. We know of the tragedies that have happened in schools, in shopping centers. Now it's creeping into even our places of worship. And I just want to encourage you, don't let that stop you from going about your life and going about your business, because fear can be gripping, and rightfully so, because places you think you're safe at your home, you think your children are safe at school, you are most definitely safe. If you're not safe anywhere else, you're safe in your place of worship. And it just, every day you cut on the news, you find out that seems to be more and more untrue. And I was thinking, about this situation, and we have a church, and I was just thinking, Deidre, how are you all going to handle, when a stranger comes in, to Bible study, when a stranger comes in and sits on the pew at church on Sundays? And as I saw someone I guess in the media said, didn't the church people think it was odd when some stranger came and sat on the pew? And another person tweeted and said, all are welcome in the place, in the church. And that is so true. All are welcome. And we can't look at people sideways and suspect just because a new face shows up, in the crowd. And that was just a great reminder for me, because I thought to myself, how are we now going to look at people when we have someone new come in? Or what if they even look a little shady? What if they even look a little suspect? What if they look homeless? What if they look unkempt? What if they look like they're possibly on drugs? How are you going to receive that person? How are you going to approach that person? How will your demeanor be towards that person? And I just came to the conclusion, y'all, that we just got to trust God. That's the only thing that makes sense. We can't go frisking people. Maybe some churches might have the metal detectors, but more of the smaller churches like ours, you can't. Number one, we can't afford a metal detector. And number two, if I could afford a metal detector, do I want one at the door of the place of worship, a place where all are welcome? I don't think so. But no shade on any church or facility that has one. But certain places, airports, courthouses, you need those metal detectors. A cruise ship, yeah. But the place of worship, do you want a metal detector? Well, that's neither here nor there. But how are you going to receive those people that come into the place of worship or place of God and they seem a little sketchy, a little shady? A place of worship should be a hospital where sick people come, where the people on drugs, where they come. When the people just got off the pole, that's where they should come. The people who are hurting, the people who look unkempt, homeless, and suspect, that's the place where they should be. All of us are not going to be in there in our hats and our finest attire. And only conclusion I could come to is, Deidre, y'all just got to trust God. You just got to trust God. And you might say, well, the people of Emanuel AME, they trusted God and look what happened to them. Only thing I can say about that is that Evil is real. Satan is real. And Satan is on his job to steal, kill, and destroy. But the God we serve is far greater. So we can't let what devil means for bad to overshadow or overpower what God means for good. And the church is of God, and it is good. And I just encourage you to, we don't let these mass shootings stop us from going shopping. We don't let these mass shootings stop us from sending our children to school. We don't let this mass shooting stop us from going to work, going to the post office. Y'all know how they roll at the post office. We don't let these mass shootings stop us from going anywhere else. So I just encourage you, don't let that be an excuse not to go to the house of God. And those of us who are in the house of God, let us not look sideways to new people that's coming in. Let us not be paranoid. Let us not let Satan try. He can't destroy, but don't let Satan try and destroy what God has set up and what God has meant for good. Because it is good to be in the house of the Lord. And please embrace those that do come in. Yes, you have to be wise. Yes, you may want to set certain safety measures in place. That's very wise and understandable. But let us not look suspect now at every stranger that comes in, because this is far more the exception than the rule. Okay, you guys, I love you. Those of you who are kind of on the fence about going to church and you say, oh, I'm sure not going now, please don't let that deter you. There's far more good in the church than there is evil. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed.